Find the term independent of x. So that means we need to find the constant term in the binomial expansion of this 2x squared plus 1 over 2x cubed. So that means in another way, in another word, we can also say we need to find the coefficient of x to the power of 0. So coefficient of x to the power of 0 is what we need to find it in the sum. In order to do that, so first thing that we should be aware of is, so we need to know how do we find the general term of, let's say the formula for general term of a plus b whole power n would go something like ncr into a to the power of n minus r into b power r. So with a similar logic, if I talk about the general term of this 2x squared plus 1 over 2x cubed. General term of this one has to be equals to, and to the whole power 10. The general term of this one is, in place of n we have 10 and r is unknown, so it's going to be 10cr into a. A is nothing but this 2x squared whole power n minus r, which is 10 minus r, into b to the power of, so which is nothing but b is nothing but 1 over 2x cubed to the power of r. So if I further simplify this one, so it's going to be 10cr. So we need to simplify it in such a way that there is only one x to the power of something. So this 10 minus r will belongs to both 2 as well as x squared. So in that case, this is going to be 2 to the power of 10 minus r into x to the power of, the powers will get multiplied. So it's going to be 20 minus 2r. And multiplied by, this is going to be 1 over 2 to the power of r and x to the power of 3r. So now these things can also be written as, so I can write it as 10cr into 2 to the power of 10 minus r. And I'm going to write it with division of 2 to the power of r. Similarly, I can write this one as 2 to the power of 20 minus 2r divided by x to the power of 3r. So whenever we have a to the power of m over a power n, this thing can also be written as a power m minus n. So keeping this law of indices in mind, so these statements can also be written as 10cr into 2 to the power of 10 minus 2r multiplied by x to the power of, because 10 minus 2r is because 10 minus r minus r, which is 10 minus 2r. And this is going to be x to the power of 20 minus 2r minus 3r has to be 20 minus 5r. So now we need to find the coefficient of x power 0. So that is the reason. So we need to find the coefficient of x power 0. So that's the reason. So for what value of r, this one would be equals to 0. I will be getting x power 0. So that thing we can find it by equating this 20 minus 5r to be equals to 0. So this one would simplify to, let's say, minus 5r equals to minus 20. So that gives the value of r to be minus 20 over minus 5, which is positive 4. The value of r is 4. So now if I substitute the value of r in this expression, so I would be getting it something like 10c4 times 2 to the power of 10 minus 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by x to the power of, so I'll be getting 0. So which is just x power 0 is 1. So in that case, 10c4, if you use the calculator and do it, so you will be getting it as 210 multiplied by, this is going to be 2 to the power of 10 minus 8, which is just 4. And that's why 840 will be the answer. So 840 is the coefficient of, or the term independent of x. This is the right answer for this sum.